Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dukect, and we are here live this Friday evening here on TalkShoe.com, live on TalkShoe.com, and on Zipcast, YouTube, and Rise of the Critics, and everyone else I can spread my video stuff if you're listening to this on the video playback. And welcome to the Dukect Lounge, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a lot of things to talk about here. And a lot of stuff to talk about. First things first, WWE Network. What in the world is going on? I am shocked. Just shocked at this craziness going on. I mean, it was supposed to be simple. They were WWE, and let me get you some backstory about the WWE Network and everything. What's going on here? The WWE Network, and this is supposedly, let's see, according to WrestleZone.com, I have the link here. Let's see, we go back here to the article right here. I'll talk more about the article in a minute. I will talk about this, but this is interesting. The WWE Network was supposed to come. A lot of people were built up on the WWE Network, and I've been a user of the network. And let me tell you, besides the product now and everything else, even though I've quit the WWE Network, I don't know if I might get back in for Survivor Series and what have you, just to see what's going on. I was upset, so I might turn back to the WWE Survivor Series and NXT and everything else. So I might be back for that. So, yeah. But back on the point, the WWE Network as a whole, I did enjoy it. I love looking back at old matches. I love looking back at old pay-per-views. I love looking at old nitros, old stuff that I grew up as a child and things I didn't grow up on, but I loved the old school wrestling and such. I really did care for it. I thought it was the bee's knees for the wrestling fan. It was something that I really enjoyed for the most part. And the original content and the documentaries were really good as well. I love their WrestleMania rivalry stuff with Hogan and Macho Man. That was great. The Shield documentary with with the three of them going to their roads separately before SummerSlam. I thought that was great. I really enjoyed that stuff. That was really good. And a lot of people were expecting that with the UK. The UK were expecting to get something like that network. Well, as Bad News Barrett would say, I'm afraid I got some bad news for ya. WWE UK fans, part of the WWE Universe UK edition. They were expecting the launch. I think was around. A lot of people have been hyped up. It started on November 30th. No, not November 3rd. It was a couple days ago. Monday, November 3rd, they were like, oh, we're going to watch this. They were building up to the event. 30 minutes away. People were happy. Like, oh, they're going to watch this. They're going to watch that. Some people are looking at some forums and such at the Ring Austin Network boards. I'll give you a link in the description. People were actually excited. The video description, I'll put the link there. And because I do post the videos, maybe I should start posting the description. See, here it is, page 15. People were happy about it. People were just crazy, you know. They were hyped up. People who were originally in the UK were actually using proxies and such, or using USA, using, I think, VPNs and such. I'm not a technical guy, but that's what they were doing before the network got big. People were like, okay, they won the US with so much, they were doing anything they can to get it. Now it was like 30 minutes away. They're building up. They were building up, and they were like, man, they got plans. Again, link in the description. They were having plans to have a Survivor Series marathon, like 87 to 90, and everything else. Just, oh my goodness, they're going to do all this type of stuff. They were building up. And all this type of stuff. They were building up everything. And then, right there, WWE Network has said right there, 20 minutes before showtime, the WWE Network just pulled the rug right out of its fan base, saying, from Twitter, it says, and I quote, "The launch of the WWE Network in the UK has been delayed until further notice." Wow. That was 20 minutes before showtime. 20 minutes before anything could happen. 20 minutes before that stuff. 20 minutes before launch. 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and this is amazing. Wow, and now, oh my goodness, that is amazing. And I love this one, quote right here. From Metro says this, quote, "Even the network is getting start and stop pushes now." So true, Retro, from Official Fan Pro Boards. Oh wow, that is amazing. And a lot of people are pissed off right now. And accordingly, I don't know what happened here. A lot of people said Sky says, a lot of people say it was their fault, like some of the Sky, WWE. Sky said they had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I think both sides are reasonably to blame. I have no idea. But right now, the WWE Network is still coming. But not as they expected to. In fact, while this whole thing delayed, and I'll get to the more crazy thing, but this is a little funny. I'll put the picture up for your video people to see it. Right here, and this is amazing to me. While they were on tour of the UK, they had their big ring, the ring, the flaps they use for the ring. And I have to look at this again. I mean, just the tape apron they put around. All wrestling leagues do this. And the WWE had theirs. And the WWE had, their WWE had, their ring apron, the tape apron, the ring apron, the cover they have a ring. It had the WWE Network. And you know what they did? So instead of actually putting on these live events, instead of putting, WWE Live or anything else like that, just regular WWE, just dust something off of the old cabinet and stuff like that, just in case this stuff happens. You know what they did? If you're watching this right now, they taped it. They took the black tape and taped the apron. Look at it. Look at this. This is shoddy. This is oh my goodness. This is just wow. There are no words, ladies and gentlemen. There are no words for this. That is amazing. This is just oh my goodness. This is something I honestly would think TNA would pull this, or any other background fan or anything else. But as I said before, carny people are gonna carny. You can take the carnival out of you can take the sport out of the carnivals, but you can't take the carnival out of the sport. Jeez Louise, this is pathetic. They couldn't have another apron stand by and stuff like this. I mean, seriously, I know it's like couldn't they find something else, at least a background, something like that? This is just, it's sad. It truly is sad. Anyway, right here, but according to that, this is something that came out this day during this reporting of WrestleZone.com. This is very interesting. Because a lot of people say that this WWE Network was going to be a Sky channel for people who use British, UK sports thing. It's like USB as part of the sports package, which a lot of people are going to be pissed off at. Supposedly, because another thing from WrestleZone yesterday by the same writer says that according to ProWrestling.net, he says a reader contacted Sky Sports in the UK and was told by a representative that the WWE Network will be launched as a Sky Sports channel. Wow. That's shocking. And then here's wow, that's A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, is this just going to be the Rogers deal all over again from like in Canada? If this is the case, a lot of people are going to be pissed off, and a lot of fans are pissed off of this. A lot of people were pissed off and angry, and they were booing the WWE. And this, I know, and you know, personally, if you really are affected by this and pissed off, you show it your wallet. But yet, you know, like people at the OTRS, all those guys said this: say if you want to hurt the WWE, you hit them there, the ass pocket, you hit them in the wallet. And to me, if this is the case, but they're still going to the arenas. If you're so pissed off, if you're really upset, if you really want to get pissed off by the WWE, if this is basically a punch in the gut for a lot of you guys, and you're still going to show up to the event, I'm sorry, but if this pulled this thing off for me, I would say screw you, WWE, and I won't support you financially. I will not support you in any other way. I will be done. Instead, you go to the events and boo. I'm like, okay, maybe you got your tickets over advance, but, I would have just canceled. I wouldn't have shown up. I mean, why go out there to an event? I know you pay money for it, but I think, honestly, just don't go. Don't put yourself in that type of anger and stress. I mean, this stuff will just, it frustrates you. It's not good for you. It's bad for you. And honestly, a lot of people, I don't know what to tell people what to do, but as advice, if you don't like something, you hit them, they go, the guy from the OTS YouTube trying to say this, you know what? You hit him in the ass pocket. You hit him where it hurts. You hit him in the wallet. And that will piss people off. And I know a lot of people have probably after the event, they're saying they're probably not going to buy the WWE Network and why it's left for them. And supposedly it might be a channel, but might not be, because a lot of people said this. They're not, because now they said not confirmed to deny. It says this. Confirmed to deny it's going to be a channel on Sky, but there's another report on WrestleZone.com is saying, again, by Nick Pagliano is saying this. When the WrestleZone contacted them, it says, talk to the Sky advisor, they were told the following. And I quote, Sky has absolutely not been told that the network will be launching on Sky. Furthermore, anytime I've asked for information on it from our relevant departments, I have been told we have no information on the network. How can it be linked to Sky or how it will affect our business? Finally, I would like to inform you that Red Chat advisors have a reputation in the company for telling companies what they want to hear. Misunderstanding information and even downright lying about it to get customers through. So I would take anything said by these guys with a serious pinch of salt. Wow. And it says, quote, and quite separately, a WrestleZone reader, Karen Daly, this one the report for Nick Pagliano, says, Karen Daly sent in the following screenshot of a conversation Daly had with a Sky customer service rep, leading me that at this point, there's probably a lot of miscommunication taking place with the customer service reps. I wouldn't read too far into anything regarding the network until it's confirmed by the WWE. Here's what they said, and the link will be in the description right there about the rest of both articles will be both in the description and the all that good stuff. Let's say, it says, I see the WWE Network. He chatted with this. I see the WWE Network is launching as a channel on Sky in Ireland rather than an online service. Anyone know if it's related in the subscription? It says, hi, Sheen. Where did you get your information? The reason I'm asking is that this is the Sky's help team. It says, hi, Sheen. Where did you get your information? The reason I'm asking is that Ireland's rollout is supposed to be at the same time as the UK. It has been delayed. Chris. Irish Rebel. I think Sheen said the same thing. It says, this link to a wrestling website was retweeted on my timeline saying it. This guy's help team. Yeah, we see a few versions of this floating around. This is not an official WWE or even Sky Sports announcement, so please take it with a pinch of salt, Chris. Wow, this is interesting. Wow, very, very interesting. So yeah, looks like it's going to be. We don't know anything about this yet. Is it going to be a channel? Is it going to be something? I don't know. But the way they rolled out 20 minutes before everything was going to go down is not something I honestly would like to do. This is something I don't really, that to me really shows this company is not. It just looks like, honestly, the company does like a first foot forward and like 10 steps back and says, oh, a third party. No, you should have got your ducks in a row. I mean, this is supposed to be big. You should be with Sky. You should be with everyone else. This is supposed to be the biggest important leap in your company, the WWE. And this is something a lot of people, hell, people use proxy servers just to get this company. They're not doing anything. You might say it's wrong or illegal, and it is. And I personally think the best way to do these situations, if you're in the UK or anything else, just do it legally. It's better for everybody. But when you do have a service, like, people doing these incredible, like, backflips just to get, like a VPN thing. Let me just look this thing up. Yes, I am so professional. Let's see, a VPN. Let's see, a virtual private network, and get a U.S. home address, and and get the WWE Network, and that's how you do it is. And trust me, there's a lot of places you could do to get the WWE Network outside the United States with the VPN, and people are doing that just to get this service. Let's just tell you something, and this is, and some people would call this piracy. I would, and this is piracy, and it's wrong. But if you have a service that many people want, that's that thing in Canada too. If I didn't, this goes double for Canada with the Rogers fiasco. If people are going to see, when the only legal means is basically a handicap, and it's not something people want, is like, you know what, I don't want this anymore. This is too much of a hassle. People are going to leave. That's the truth right there. People will leave. It's always have been, it always will. This stuff, if you keep doing this, people will leave, and they will, and if this is a service we want, they will use this, an illegal way to do it. And that is wrong. It's a wrong way, but again, when I see this type of way, the WWE and Sky and all these other guys jerking these people around in Canada, or in this case might be in the UK, and people who want to watch their network, the people who want to watch this up, they want to watch a network, they want to do anything else. I want to buy it for $9.99 or whatever the British the pound wants for that. They want that. They like that service. And when you jerk them around this way, people are gonna be like, you know what? Either they're gonna go with the pirate route, or they're not gonna go at it at all. So WWE, you're gonna lose a lot of money because of this, a lot of favor and a lot of money because of these things. And if you keep doing this, WWE, and you do this, people are going to, it's sad. And, it's really sad when you have people who do want this network to do well. In these cases, who do. When you do this crap like this, you wonder why the WWE Network doesn't want, no one wants to watch your show. You know why people are rooting for you to fail, right, WWE? This is the reason why people want you to fail. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Anyway, I'll take a bit of a break. WWE needs to get their stuff together. We need to get their stuff together. If not, then people are going to just, you know what they're going to do? They're like, you know what? They're done. I can't do this anymore. They're not going to watch this stuff anymore. So, yeah. So yeah, that's going to be the real issue here. Anyway, we'll be right back. We're gonna listen to some more R2 remix songs. Let's see some. Let's talk about some little bit of TMNT Cell Shock. Let's play a little Running with the Shredder, the elevator from just the TMNT Shell Shock. And we'll be right back here live on the Dukect Lounge on TalkShoe.com. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect. Back live here on the Dukect Lounge. Remember, if you want to call into the show, the phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. Call D to connect me, Dukect is 92417. Once again, call D is 92417. Chat room is always live and unlocked. And remember, if you haven't listened live, how dare you? Don't be mad. I'm not upset. Because you got busy, you got things to do. But don't worry. It's gonna be, this stuff will be live at iTunes, YouTube. A video person will be up on YouTube, Zipcast, Rise of the Critics, RVT community forums, reviews, That Guy with Glasses forums, and anyone else that could take my videos. So, and screwtat.com. Okay. Now, well, let's talk a little bit about swatting, shall we? Yes, that little, yeah, I gotta say this, because, I sit and watch these, things. I actually saw this from Review Tech USA. It was, I saw this thing, and it just, from Dukect USA, the video, and I saw this, and I said, no way, this couldn't happen. And yeah, I am just, it pissed me off. And you know what this is? Anyway, what swatting is, before I get into the story, is basically someone who calls the police and informs them that a very horrible hostage or very terrible event is happening in the facility, and the police go there, and it's like it's dangerous. This guy has a weapon, and this, that, and the other. And the police go out there with SWAT team, like police have helicopters. I mean, in this story, you have this situation, and they all said all this other stuff. This stuff is just, when people are like, okay, what? And the police come in the house, banging the doors, and you know what they find? It's some, it's not a hostage situation. It's not anything like that. They wasted time, energy, basically this is basically a non-emergency whatsoever. It's a horrible prank that started just because of these, people who are, bitter or make fun of, like, who are upset at some of these people. Because this is a case right here. Supposedly, it's going to be the reason why this happened to this Bungie executive is because of some poor business type, not poor, but someone who, probably from his job, I think got fired, and then, called the police and said this. This is what the caller said. The caller said, was fearing for an armed intruder was holding a family hostage up the street. He says this. The caller said he had an assault rifle and he had placed explosives in the yard and he was holding a family hostage. And he said it's a hostage situation and he said he wanted $20,000 to release the family. Everyone rushed to the scene. And here it is. The link will be in the description. And it's just everything. There was this emergency vehicle, SWAT team standby, and you had a helicopter over at this person's house. And this video game executive, Bungie video game executive, Bungie executive, from the award-winning Halo series, Destiny, and all that, all those high accolades. And here's the thing: they come out there, and then guess what? It wasn't a hostage situation. It was a family sleeping this side. And it was a family, and this could have came out worse. And one of these days in this situation, heck, we've seen this stuff all the time. Policemen getting a little bit gun happy. When this happens, when something like this happens, and then you have one of these police officers go up and shoots one of these people. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. They are, they don't know what's happening. They think it's a hostage situation, and next thing you know, this guy gets killed, and the family goes to this horrible, traumatic scene. It's because of this stupid caller. And more often than not, you're not going to catch these people. If they do catch them, at best, they get a year in jail and a $5,000 fine, which to me is not enough. I don't know. I don't want to sound like let's lock them up for the rest of their life. I don't like that. And if you ever know me, I never am like that. But this stuff has to stop. There has to be a true punishment to this whole thing. A true punishment for this crime. Because right here, you have a person calling in the police for a fake hostage attack, and put this family in this horrible situation. Calling about a fake horrible situation and putting the family into a real horrible one. Police could actually go up and shoot. This person who did this is an asshole. Not only an asshole, but a dangerous one. A dangerous one, and I hear all the time. Because heck, you hit people who are Xbox Live, don't like the way they're losing on Call of Duty or something. Next thing you know, they call up the police or something like that, and someone try to go and arrest this young kid saying, oh, well, this kid has a gun and all this type of stuff, saying all this nasty, untrue bullshit. And try to, oh, that's funny. It's hilarious. No, it's not. Because once someone dies in real life, that's it. It's over. And most of these kids don't understand that. And some of these adults don't understand that either. Because your age is a little bit higher than adolescent doesn't mean you're not an adolescent. Seriously, who pull this stuff off, has a mentality of a very dangerous child or something like that. Because that to me is fucked up. That is it. Right there. How in the hell can someone have this mindset saying, oh, I'm going to get someone back by this? To me, that should be attempted, I wouldn't say attempted murder. I was about to say that because, I don't want to put all police officers as murderers or anything else. I don't want to say that. Cops have it rough as it is, and there are a lot of good ones out there, And there are some that ruin it for the rest of them. But this stuff right here, they're going into a high pressure situation. SWAT is called for high pressure situations. They're called in for hostage or anything else, or dangerous, truly dangerous situations. And what happens if someone does get killed off because of this? That's murder. Murder via, because, that's murder via my tax dollars, And believe me, I don't want to get all political there and stuff. I already have a podcast to talk about that stuff, but I don't want to have any more of my tax dollars going to killing people, It's already, I don't want to have any more blood on my hands than I already have, but, that's a politic conversation, and that's a long, long stuff away. But, but this stuff right here, it's wrong. And a person like that, a year in jail, I mean, might be a little too, maybe a heavier fine, maybe some counsel. I don't know what to solve this answer is. I don't know, because it just seems to me that the only way, the sad thing about humanity is this, that it takes a true tragedy. I mean, someone dying until this thing gets handled. Or at least the press it needs. Right now, it's on the bubble right now, because now you have the Vice News already covered this. I put the link in that in the description as well. They covered the swatting stuff as well earlier this year. This is not a game. This stuff is someone could be, I mean, it's just, what they should, honestly, to have maybe a heavier fine. I don't know, but right here, because honestly, it's just, you know what? Oh, and by the way, I read the comments. Oh, that was to me the dumb thing. KY Bond, oh God, you're stupid. You are dumb. Here's this quote right here. It says, this isn't a disgruntled employee. This is a disgruntled gamer. Making a call on your computer is very easy to do. If Bungie didn't go out of the way to market Destiny to hell, then this man would be clearly sleeping well at night. See that right there. Look at this. Let's see if I can screen drive this stuff right here, because I need to, because this stuff right here, you can't make any of this stuff up, man. I just I don't know what else to say this right here. And, oh, good Lord. I just, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm going to screen capture this because, this is the reason. This stuff right here is the reason why when people look bad about gaming and such. This is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why people look down at gamers. Right here. Let's look at it. That comment right there. That comment, ladies and gentlemen, that is why people look back at it right there. I don't know what else to say. It's just, to me, the reason why people don't respect anything. I just, but thinking as other people have jumped up to this, but I'm sorry. I don't understand how people can think this way. That they're blaming a fucking video game because the family gets, regardless how you stand with Gamergate and everything else, this doesn't help. This shit right here paints a picture of what gamers or what have you are these disgruntled children who have no idea what reality is. That right there. Maybe this person's trolling. I don't know, but when I see stuff like this, it just really pissed me off. All right. go through all this other crap to do these days, and this stuff right here just really pisses me off. And thank goodness for people like, you know what, John Nesmith, Shadow Boo, and lawyer Luke, you know, responded. You guys get, you know, props to you guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And Shabadoo, this one right here, this is a good one, sisters. Okay, Bond. It's whiny entitled gamers like you that are making the whole community look bad. If a game is bad, give it a bad review somewhere. Harassing the people who made it for not giving you what you wanted is what you want, what you expected is childish and ridiculous and blatantly criminal. When someone takes it as far as when someone takes it as far as they did in this situation, between the rampant sexism, the trolling, and the fans who demand the developers to make it up to them, SimCity, Mass Effect 3, Destiny, etc., it's getting pretty embarrassing to be a gamer. And that's what I feel right now. It just feel like all this stuff, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off, man. Just like this, man. That's the reason why. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't. I don't know. Anyway, that's the show for the evening. Again, I have a very negative quote. I end on the negative. I need to be ending something positive. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be at MagFest. Yes, I'm going to be at MagFest next year, 2015. I'm going to be at MagFest. Take place at January from the 23rd all the way up to the 26th. I am going to be there with the hotel. It's going to be awesome. I mean, I can't wait for that. Meeting so many awesome people, meeting so many great people there, smart people, interesting people who always, and I do mean this, always bring something interesting to the table. And I always love these guys who do these things. So, you know, I can't wait for that to meet these guys for the next, like, 1, 2, 3, and 4 days, for the 4 days in January. It's so fun meeting people, you know, hanging out with them, talking, filming all the panels like I always do. It's so much fun. And I'm going to be at MagFest, you know, taking pictures, doing everything I need to do. It's going to be so much fun. And, yeah, I'm going to be up there. And hopefully if you guys are going to be up there too, if you're going to be up there, say hi to me. I'll be the cat wearing the green. I'm going to see if I found. Oh, yeah, here they are. I'll be wearing my green cat ears from 2003's New York Comic Con. I'll be wearing that. And if I can't find it, because I was going to bring it last year, but I'll bring it and I will. If you see a big black guy with green cat ears, then you know it's me, Dukect. So, yeah. Yeah, I was telling y'all people that I will be at MagFest 2015. I am going to be there. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun to be there. It's a great great time, and it's just going to be a great thing to be there, and it's going to be so much fun. Anyway, yeah. So, it's Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. And remember, you can listen to this podcast on YouTube, Screw Attack, Daily. No, maybe I should, but no. YouTube. You can listen to YouTube, Screw Attack. Let's see, Zipcast. Let's see, the RVT Gamer. The RVT community review section. You guys love that, by the way. I want to thank you guys over at RVT.com. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for all the views and I love it. Thank you so much. I get 1,000 views, 300, 500 views, and it's humbling. Thank you for just watching. And remember, just comments, criticism. Thank you so much. I'm humbled every time I get at least one person to watch my stuff. Zipcast, let's see, Rise of the Critics, and everything out. Yeah, and that guy with the glasses forums. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the YouTube thing or listening, thank you so much. I am humbled. Thank you once again for listening. MagFest 2015. I'll be there, and I will be. I won't be square. I'll be there with my best cat ears, my green cat ears. I will be there, and with my green cat ears and all, and hopefully you guys are gonna be there too. Anyway, thank you so much. It's Dixie T here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.